this is a very important. My guy CK from up in the upstate area. We're gonna bring him on because he's a very knowledgeable guy. What's going on upstate, right? Because a lot of times we focus on what's going on down here. He's out connect to what's going on upstate, and he has a very important question. He says, "How much does European influence in the NBA play a part in this?"
You want me to answer that?
Go ahead, you go first, Sonny.
It's a huge influence. Come on, be for real.
Everything.
It's money. The more we connect from outside different countries, the more money NBA gets. That makes sense to me. That part makes sense, right? We got to catch up. Before it used to be everybody's got to catch up to us. Now we got to catch up to what's going on in overseas. And what's going on is they focusing on youth programs that develop kids. Plain and simple. That kid from Dallas, and I don't like his game, to be honest, because he holds the ball too much. And Luka, whatever he did overseas, he mastered it. Like the Iverson mastered his game, NBA mastered his game. He mastered his game. And he didn't do it in nobody college. He wasn't a McDonald All-American.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now he's probably going to be one of the best NBA players ever. So we got to catch up overseas.
Yeah, and I agree with Tiny. I agree with him 1,000%. And those kids that go into basketball academies, it's just basketball. So they may spend an hour in the classroom, the other 7, working on crafting their skill.
Or they might be doing something else like a vocation that we used to have in our schools. It took away a lot of vocational situation, right? Focus on colleges. And now this college basketball and this college is not even sexy anymore. We should be going back to the vocational situation in high schools.
Nah, that's real.
It's crazy.
We have a New York City great, Sam Graham. He's over in the Netherlands. Sam Graham is a huge star over there. He played at Cardinal Hayes High School, and he started at St. Bonaventure. He played with Elmer Anderson. Mm-hmm. And he's running, he has a academy over there, and man, it's huge over there. And he always talk about, Poole, man, we should bring some these guys from New York overseas so they can get the experience of what we do over here, and maybe it could translate to what's going on back home, because he wants to help out like that.
That'd be nice. I'll be down for that.
Bet. I'm gonna definitely make that connection, Tiny. Sam Graham's a good guy.
Yeah.
Always stays in contact, and he's always inviting me. He's like, "Yo, Pooh, you gotta come to your show out in the Netherlands. You gotta just come and see what we're doing." And he'd be sending me videos and sending me things of what they're doing. And man, his program is really huge, and he was a star. So they, kind of cater to what he needs. Now, with saying what's going on in the whole overseas area compared to what's going on over here, how can we move forward? What can we do to catch up to what the rest of the world is already doing?
I don't know. It's tough. I don't. We don't have the same requirements. Like, our kids got to go to school. And probably over there, the parents are probably not hands on the way it is here. That's tough, man. That's tough. And those kids are probably handpicked in most of those academies.
I mean, I really don't have enough experience on what goes on overseas, even though I coached about 30 players that played overseas. But I just think, obviously the NBA is still the number one sport, and it's in our country, basically, when it comes to basketball. So we still have the platform. I just think that we need to, focus on the fundamentals, and not just the player. It's the adults, it's the mentors. Growing up as a basketball player, I didn't follow kids. I didn't follow my friend. I watched Pearl Washington. I watched one of the best players that ever come out of New York City. Who's these guys watching? The best player in New York City right now might be from Westchester. His name is Boogie Flynn.
Facts.
So who these guys watching? When I came out, I can go see Mark Jackson play, Pearl, Carlton Screen, Kenny.
Paco.
I played with Kenny Anderson. Like I played with and watched the best players in the history of New York City. Who's these guys watching now? Who these guys watching?
Do they even watch basketball?
Yeah, there's no role models, so it's totally different.
What makes Boogie Flan so special? You guys
Yeah,
got to see him play.
I watched him since 8 years old. He's always been good. And what I like now more than ever, his confidence is on 1,000. Always was able to shoot it, and always was a nice kid.
Somebody says he's from the
Respectable
Bronx. Well, he
Huh?
plays in Westchester. Somebody says he's from the Bronx but plays in Westchester. So, hey, Pooh, tell that person, everybody who played for Lincoln, they think they're from Coney Island. So, my fault.
Facts, right. That's so true. That's
Well,
true.
you know what? To me,
He got him from everywhere.
To me, the reason why Boogie is different right now is a couple of reasons. It's not his fault, though. It's not his fault that the competition is not on his level, right? And that's why he's special, because our competition is not on his level. I watched him play many of times. If he was in a different situation, he would probably average 40. But he doesn't have to average 40.
Y'all ready?